Hello everybody, welcome to GIS Pathshala Grade 8 Social Science Geography. Chapter 2. Our chapter is about land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife resources. Now we have seen about the land and soil, and now we are going to see about one of the most important resources, that is the water. You know how water is very important. Suppose one day we are not getting water, how much problem we are facing, how many problems we are facing, and suppose you are and suppose without water you cannot imagine the life also. You are watching in the TV also, in newspaper also, in some of the area how people are facing the water crisis. Without water, how they are suffering. So now today we are going to see about water. Water is a vital renewable natural resource. Three-fourth of the earth's surface is covered with water. As you know, the three-fourth of the earth's surface is covered with water. It is therefore appropriately called the water planet. It was in the primitive oceans that life begins almost 3.5 billion years back. The ocean covers two-thirds of the Earth's surface and support rich variety of plant and animals. Ocean covers two-thirds of the Earth's surface and support a rich variety of plant and animal life. Now, human use water not only for drinking and washing, but also in the process of production. Water for agriculture, industries generating electricity through reservoirs of dams are the other uses. See, the basic use of water is drinking, washing, cooking, all you are knowing from the lower class. But along with this, water is also used for agriculture, in industries, in generating electricity, and for many other purposes. Increasing population, rising demands for food and cash crop, increasing urbanization and rising standards of living are the major factor leading to shortage in supply of fresh water, either due to drying up water sources or water pollution. See, now we can see that increasing population is there. Because of the increasing the population, rising demands, it rises the demands. Increase in the population rises the demand for the food and many other things, and increasing the urbanization also, and the standard of living also. Nowadays the standard of living also changed of the people. So all these factors are leading to the shortage of water. Because of the population and because of the pollution, both the thing, there is shortage of water, because water is used much more by the people. And because of the population, because of the pollution also, sometimes the underwater is less, global warming is there, all the factors are affecting. Trees are very less, so because of the trees also we are getting less rain. Other many factors are there, common factors are that you are knowing, that created the crisis of water shortage is there. The ocean water is saline and not fit for human consumption. That you are knowing, the ocean water is salty water is there and not fit for the human consumption. Fresh water accounts for only about 2.7%. Nearly 70% of this occurs is ice sheets and glaciers in Antarctica, Greenland and mountain regions. Only 1% of fresh water is available and fit for human use. See, 70% water is there, out of that also maximum is in ice sheets and all the things. Only we are getting 1% fresh water available for our use. It is found as groundwater, as surface water in river, lakes and water vapor in the atmosphere. See, whatever you count, it is in the river, it is in the land, in the surface area, groundwater, suppose it is underground water, it is in the form of water vapor, whatever you are counting, that is only 1%. Fresh water is therefore most precious on the earth. That is why the fresh water is most important on the earth. Very precious it is. Problems of water availability. Now see, problems are there. There is scarcity of water in many regions of the world. Most of Africa, South and West Asia, part of Western USA, Northwest Mexico, part of South America, and entire Australia are facing shortage in fresh water supply. See, all these places are facing shortage of fresh water supply. Countries located in climatic zones most susceptible to droughts face great problems of water scarcity. See, they are facing the drought. Thus, water shortage may be consequences of variation in seasonal or annual precipitation, or the scarcity is caused by overexploitation and contamination of water sources. See, we are using the overuse is done by the people of the water sources, and for they are not thinking how to water to use, then the problems are faced for the availability of the water. Now see images of water pollution. See the water pollution with how the water is made by polluted by the people. You see nearby the Taj Mahal also the Yamuna river is there. See how the water is polluted. Now conservation of water resources. Now we know that resources are less, water we are getting less. We should conserve the water. We should not waste the water. Access to clean and adequate water sources is a major problem facing by the world today. See, getting fresh water, clean and adequate water source is a major problem today. Even though water is renewable resource, its overuse and pollution may it unfit for use. So see, water is renewable source. You are saying the water is renewable source. Again, every year we are getting the water through rain. But the overuse and pollution made it unfit for use. Discharge of untreated or partially treated sewage, agricultural chemicals, and industrial effluents in water bodies are major contaminants. Contaminants means the dirty water. Contaminants, what is the major contaminants of the dirty water? Means the water in which the people are throwing the wastage, agriculture waste, chemical waste, industrial waste, all are directly going in the water. They pollute water with nitrate, metals, and pesticides. All these things are coming in the water. Most of these chemicals are non-biodegradable and reach human bodies through water. See, these chemicals are not non-biodegradable, so along with the water that is reaches to our body also. Water pollution can be controlled by treating this effluent suitably before releasing them in the water bodies. So before releasing the waste in the water, they should treat and control something, and they should treat the water like some way, some another method they should use, and they should take out this type of impurities, and then they should pour that water in the water bodies. Along with all these impurities they are sent, they are flowing this water in the water bodies, and that is creating the water pollution, and these all things are non biodegradable, so it is directly affecting and coming to our body if suppose we are getting water from that source. Now see conservation method in irrigation also. Irrigation means the water facilities created for the agriculture purpose. What are the different water facility the farmers are making for the agriculture? That is the irrigation. So irrigation, now different methods are used in drip irrigation and sprinkle irrigation. Drip irrigation means some pipe type they are making, pipelines and pipes they are making. The pipes are going directly up and they are keeping the pipes directly up to the roots of the plant. So directly the water is going to the plant up to the root. The water is not wasted here and there. And deep sprinkle irrigation means like the fountain type they are making and the sprinkling the water. So at a time all the water is coming, at a force the water is coming, and it is spoiling the soil also, and wastage of water is also much more. So this type of modern methods in which they conserve the water and plants gets the proper water also. See rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting means suppose in our homes the terrace is there, the water is coming from the terrace in the pipe down, so we are collecting that water in the water tank. That is the rainwater harvesting, means we should collect the rainwater. We should not allow to waste the rainwater. Forest and other vegetation cover slow the surface run off and replenish underground water. Rainwater harvesting is the process of collecting rainwater from rooftops and directing it to appropriate location where it is stored for the future use. The canals used for irrigation fields should be properly lined to minimize loss by the water seepage. See, suppose the canals are made for the irrigation, that should be properly lined and minimize losses by the water seepage. Sprinklers effectively irrigate the area by checking water losses through seepage and evaporation. In dry regions with high rates of evaporation, drip or trickle irrigation is very useful. The valuable water resource can therefore be conserved by adopting these means of irrigation. See, such type of different irrigation methods are used. In irrigation method also they should keep the proper attention for the canals and lines they are making. They should be proper. And forest and other vegetations cover slow the surface run off and replenish underground water. See, forests and vegetations are there on the land, so they are keeping the water inside the land, and the water is not flowing away. So that type of forest and vegetation also should be grown. Thank you. Now we have seen about the water resources, how water is important. We are facing the problem related to the water. Water crises are there, so we should conserve water, how we should use the water properly, and it is a very important water resources. As you are knowing, without water we cannot live, we cannot imagine the life also without water. So regarding the water conservation you should think more, and we should try our level best to minimize the use of water and conserve the water properly. Thank you.